My Aquarius friends, how are you? I'm going to get started by cleansing the deck. If you're new here, this is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And if this reading doesn't resonate, go ahead and check out the other zodiac videos that I have up. We're going to start with love. We have the Five of Autumn. We have the Ace of Winter. We have the Nine of Autumn. You might be feeling a little bit underappreciated right now in your relationship. Yeah, you're definitely feeling a bit underappreciated in your relationship right now. You really need to ask your partner for help around the house. It's important to communicate with them. So I'm kind of stepping ahead here really quick. But, okay, so we have the Five of Autumn. You really need to tell your partner, like, hey, like, one, you need to stop either spending money, we can't afford that right now, or you need to help do the fucking dishes, or help do laundry. We have the Ace of Winter. You need to communicate that effectively and accurately with them. Like, hey, I am taking on too much right now. I am taking on way too much right now. We have the Nine of Autumn, which is talking about there's all work and no play. You know, you're working very, very hard right now on something and you're not getting any help. We have the Queen of Summer, which is someone who takes care of other people way too much. Like, you are taking on way too much right now, and you really need to protect yourself. You really need to protect your energy, because if they're not willing to work with you on something, if they're not willing to do something as simple as doing the dishes when they eat something, you really need to evaluate, right? I feel like I'm feeling really frustrated right now. Normally I'm not so aggressive in readings, holy shit. Yeah, you're definitely needing to speak up for yourself. There's something going on, and even if it's not that they're helping, there's something that's bothering you. You're taking on a lot. Either it's physical or emotional, like one of the two right now in your relationship, and you really need to speak up about that. Put up some boundaries, you know, and definitely let them know, like, hey, I'm willing to do this, that's fine, but you also need help, you know. Or, hey, I'm not in the mental space right now to be able to handle this. I'm not able to handle, you know, I have my own shit going on and I want to be there for you, but I can't right now. You know, and just, again, communicating that effectively and clearly. There's nothing wrong. I'm not saying you guys breaking up. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying that, like, now is a good time to be communicating clearly and accurately with them and making your point heard, because you deserve to be heard. Let's do what's going on with your money right now. What's going on with Aquarius's money? Money, money, money. That was pretty sad shuffle. Let's try that again. These cards, I always complain about how big these cards are, but I love them so much. I think they're beautiful. And they have a lot of, they're based off of the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, except they use the seasons, which is very on brand for me. I love the seasons. And they're fairies. I love fairies. So what's going on in Aquarius' financial life? What are they doing career-wise? Like, I don't know what's going on with you guys. We have the Ten of Winter, resolutions to difficulties. Two of these popped out. We have the Four of Winter, and we have the Princess of Autumn. I feel like you guys are in work mode right now. Like, whether it be school, yeah, you guys are in full-blown work mode. you guys are definitely in full-blown work mode right now, which makes sense. You guys are taking on a lot of shit. You have the 10 of Winter. Resolution to difficulties are up ahead. Whatever you're going through, there's going to be a huge weight lifted off of your shoulders, whether it be like with school, with your job. When I say financial as well, I know I have a lot of young viewers, and I know that some of you guys are in college, so financial is including like your career, your school, things like that. That's what I read. I just wanted to clarify that. So yeah, whatever you're going through, whether it be like a student loan or credit shit or whatever, like all of that is gonna like come out, okay? The only thing that's throwing me off here is justice. Let me actually clarify this card real quick. I don't want to say like, oh no, this one flew out. The Emperor. Okay, you might have a boss that is unfair. Or someone in your life is being unfair to you. I want to say it's a male figure. Someone that... Yeah, someone in your life is just being a little bit unfair to you. 100%. You're grinding, you're working, you're... Like, I see a lot of, like, you guys are working really fucking hard right now. We have the Princess of Autumn, which is like someone who's studious, responsible. We have someone who is maybe going to be getting a promotion soon, or maybe like a scholarship, getting accepted to the college that you wanted to go to. I know some of that is coming up within the next few months. So a lot of happy news is coming your way. So like you guys are in full-on game mode right now. Like you are ready to take things on. I just think the only block you're gonna see is whoever this person is. Let me know in the comments who this person is to you, please. Someone is definitely a little, or DM me on like socials, if you don't want to say that publicly. But yeah, someone is being unfair to you, and I want to say it's a male figure, if that makes sense. Someone is just not being nice to you, whether it be a boss, maybe a teacher, professor, coworker, male coworker. But I feel like it's like in a leadership role, for sure. Definitely a leadership role. Or maybe, you know what, this is going to sound crazy. I always get hiccups when I do readings, so excuse me. But maybe you're being the unfair one right now. In not regards to your relationship, but like business. It might be you. And this isn't to call you out or be mean. But maybe, like, because you're so focused on work and stuff, and you're wanting to, like, reset the bar and, like, grind, So I'm going to say this. For those of you who it is another person is being unfair, keep fucking going. Don't let that person discourage you. But for those of you who you are that person that's being unfair, take this as a sign to kind of chill, you know? There's nothing wrong with being ambitious. There's nothing wrong with being, like, a stern leader. But you need to value other people's opinions and hear them out, if that makes sense. I'm going to leave it at that. Definitely leave room for interpretation. Again, this is a collective reading. So let's go ahead and see what your guides want you to know, my dears. And then we'll log off. So we have the Nine of Spring again. So first and foremost, your guides want you, I'm just going to read it kind of backwards, I'm sorry, but like 4 of Autumn talks about refilling your cup. Don't forget to do that this month. It's great that you're working, it's great that you're grinding and just hustling and, you know, being ambitious, but don't forget to refill your cup. Manage your resources wisely. That's at least how I take the card. You can also, because autumn is like money cards, it's similar to pentacles in traditional tarot, but if you are feeling a little bit stuck with money, maybe not having the like that scholarship or funds for college, because this is an education card, you need to do a little bit more research and manage that wisely, okay? And while at the same time, for some of you refilling up your cup, we have the Chariot. There's a block with you. There's something hindering you from moving forward with something, and your guides want you to like knock that shit out. Like, you have the ability to achieve what you want to, but sometimes in some cases the blocks are completely out of our control, and it's okay to take a break. Do remember that, though. It is completely okay to take a break if you need it. We have the Ace of Autumn, or excuse me, the Ace of Summer, which is, it talks about new beginnings, but I think you guys might have some things to complete this month, some loose ends to tie before you move on. And this one, we have the Nine of Spring. So Nine of Spring was like protecting yourself, right, in the beginning, but now we have it in reverse. So like, what does that mean? I would say that going back to like doing more research and like managing your resources wisely, you really need to also protect yourself and your energy. Don't give out too much information about a project before it's done, if that makes sense. But other than that, I think you guys are going to be really good this month. Like, this is one of the happier spreads I've seen. So we are going to wrap this up. I hope you guys are doing well. Please subscribe if you want to see more of these. I am going to make it a point to do these at least every month. I'm going to make it a point to do these every month. Hold me accountable for that. Spam me on socials if you like these. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and I'll talk to you soon.